कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद, जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. इति सरस्वती व्यासपदकोचि मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं परमात्मनं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वर। Thank you, Sapan Prabhu. That was wonderful prayers. Okay. So I request all of you to take lead like Sapan Prabhu to do prayers. Okay. So that you will also it will be practiced. So I got to know from Pranidip Prabhu that in the last session till 11.37 was spoken. Am I right?
I'm not sure, Prabhuji. I didn't join. నేను యూట్యూబ్ లో కూడా నాకు దొరికినట్లేదు అది ఆ recording. So I don't know if it is uploaded.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, you are correct, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
12.37.
Prabhuji recorded but did not do live stream.
Yeah, it was not
Prabhuji.
uploaded yet, I guess. Yeah. So today we will start from 11.38, 11th chapter, the Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga, the universal form of Lord. Okay. So Arjuna requested Lord to display his universal form, which includes everything. Because till 10th chapter, Lord was explaining that what are all his expansions, I mean, important expansions. And Lord also told that, those are just, a spark, like just a fragmental portion. And there is a lot beyond those important incarnations. So Arjuna requested in 11th chapter, beginning of the 11th chapter, Arjuna requested Lord to show him if he is eligible to see, have darshan of all of his incarnations. So Arjuna requested Lord to show him his form, which shows everything. Okay, it's the Vishwarupa. Then Lord started displaying his universal form, in which everything is there, from newborn till the complete universe devastation. Everything is been happening in the universal form. So Arjuna started glorifying that universal form. Okay, so Arjuna started glorifying, and he hence continued glorifying. And in 11.38, Arjun says that, Tomadi Deva Purusha Purana, Tomasya Vishwasya Parannidhanam, Vedasi Vedyanja Paranjadama, Tvayatatam Vishwamananta Rupa. So Arjuna is saying that, you are the, supreme worshipable, the first and foremost incarnate, foremost form, and you are the one who is being glorified in the scriptures, Puranas. And there is nothing. I mean, your form is not perishable at all, and you are the one whom to be known. The purpose of all scriptures, Vedas, everything is that, the purpose of human life is to Vettasi Vedyanja Paranjadama. So you are the person to be known. You are the supreme refugee. You go all material modes. Like that, Arjuna started glorifying the Lord. And Arjuna also addressing Lord as Vayari Yamogdir Varunasya Shanka Prajapatistum Prapitamahascha Namo Namaste Sahasrakritva Punascha Bhuyopi Namostute. Namastute. So Arjuna is addressing Lord as you are the air, you are the fire, you are the rain, the water, and you are the moon, which the moon blesses us with plants and fruits, which has lot of minerals. Okay, so that and we know the role of air, fire, and water in our day-to-day lives. So Arjuna is addressing Lord with the five elements of the nature. Okay, and Arjuna is also telling that you are the Prajapatis. Prajapatis are the sons of Lord Brahma. Brahma was from the navel of the Lord. Okay, like that, all of them are incarnations, portions of Lord. Okay, and you are Prapitamahas. You are the ancestors. Okay, hence I bow down to you and I pray to you. I pay my obeisances to you, my dear Lord. Nama Purastadata Prustaste Namostude Sarvata Eva Sarva Ananta Virya Mita Vikramastam Sarvam Samapnosi Tatosi Sarva. So Arjuna says, my dear Lord, I hence bow down to you from all the sides, from front, back, side, around, from all the sides as a recomendate, and I bow down to you. I pay my obeisances. Oh, my dear Lord, please excuse me. And here comes, the sincere prayer of Arjuna asking for excuse. Okay. So from 11.41-42, Arjuna, till now, he never knew that, Krishna is the supreme personal. I mean, Krishna told, however, now Arjuna is seeing that supreme form. So after seeing the supreme form, Arjuna is telling that, all this while Arjuna was thinking Krishna is one of his closest friends. However, now when Krishna started displaying his universal form, after glorifying a lot, Arjuna he was requesting Krishna to forgive him for the misdeeds and I mean the mischievous thing that he did with Krishna. So Arjuna says that Saketi Matva Prasabam Yaduktvam He Krishna He Yadava He Saketi Ajanata Mahimanam Tavedam Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi Yachava Hasartum Asatkrutosi Vihara Shayyasana Bhojaneshu Eko Tavapya Chutat Samsham Takshimyetam Aparmeyam. Like that, Arjuna is asking Krishna to forgive him. So Arjuna and Krishna were very, very close friends. Okay. Now that Krishna is teaching him the philosophy. However, before that, Arjuna and Krishna were very, very close friends. They used to play around. They used to go for a picnic. And when Arjuna one day, what happened? Arjuna and Krishna, they went for a picnic. Both of them. They were like very, very close friends. As if if you find your childhood friend. Hare Krishna. Hope my voice is properly audible to all of you, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Thank you. So Arjuna and Krishna one day they went out for a picnic. Okay. So they hunted. They went into forest. They hunted. They halted at a small lake. They did fishing and they ate. All these things they did what whatever we do when we go for outing. So like that, they spent wonderful time. In fact, it was told that Arjuna slept on the lap of the Krishna for some time.
Yeah.
So such a wonderful time they spent together by being very, very close friends. Okay, that point of time when Arjuna was with Krishna, assuming him as his close friend. So when we meet our friends, we don't give lot of respect. In fact, if we give respect, or if we treat them with a higher manner, our friends, they feel embraced, embraced. I mean, they don't like to be respected, because when you show that honor to somebody, they don't mingle with you. I mean, you cannot mingle with them, so that's the reason they avoid getting honored. Okay. So Arjuna, though, I mean, he treated him as like a other human being, but Krishna never got hurted. But still, Arjuna is requesting Krishna to forgive me, my dear Krishna. There were some times where we have spent time together. That point of time, while eating, while playing, while going around, I did not respect you properly because I was not aware of your original form. I might have called you, I call you with your name, which I was not, I shouldn't have supposed to be done like that, because you holds a great, you are a great personality. I was not aware of this. So in fact, when both of them, they went for outing, there was a wonderful pastime happened. So they went out and they were wandering, and at some point of time they reached a huge dense forest which was called Kandavana. Okay, so this Kandavana is the shelter of one of the uh, one poisonous snake called Takshak. Okay. So there was a king who did so many yajnas, so many fire sacrifices. So he poured too much of ghee into the yajna, because of which, when the ghee is poured into the yajna fire, the fire that comes from the yajna. So fire god, the sun god, has to burn it because of consuming too much of ghee. Sun god, the Agni, the sun god, uh, underwent constipation. His stomach was upset. He was unable to digest anything. If we eat too much of oily food, too much of food which is prepared with ghee and all, so the digestion, it destroys the digestion for some time. So that was the situation of sun god. So when Krishna and Arjuna came across this Kandavan, so sun god, he appeared to both of them, and they asked, I mean, they asked sun god that what is the reason, what is happening, what is going on with the sun god. Then he said, Lord Surya, he replied to them that there was a king who did lot of yajna sacrifices, because of which he had to consume too much of ghee, which made his stomach to upset, and now he's struggling to get out of that. Then they told him, why don't you take Ayurvedic herbs, medicinal herbs, which will cure your constipation. Like that, they suggested. So sun god told them that, yes, I do know that, and I was trying to eat up the medicinal herbs which are present in this Kandavana. However, I am unable to do that. Then Krishna and Arjuna asked him what was the reason. Then they told him that so this particular forest is being protected by Indra, because one of his friend Takshaka is staying in this forest. So whenever I try to eat up by firing up the herbs in this forest, Indra is pouring rain, because of which I am unable to eat up this entire forest. Like that, sun god told to them. And hence he requested them that, I request you to help me to eat away this particular forest. Then Arjuna and Krishna, they both assured him that, they will take care. They will take care of the rain, so that the sun god can burn up the entire forest. Now, burn up in the sense he can eat away. Okay. So then Arjuna, he said that I can help you. However, I would need a wonderful weapon with which I can shoot arrows, and I also need I also need the a wonderful ratha on which I can stand and shoot arrows, like that Arjuna told. Then immediately sun god presented him with the greatest weapon. Hence, further it became one of the body part of Arjuna, that is Gandiva, the bow. Gandiva was presented to Arjuna on that spot when Arjuna and Krishna went on for picnic. Okay. So after taking that Gandiva and after getting onto that particular chariot, okay, so Arjuna started building a shed on top of the forest. So sun god started burning up the forest. Okay, and Indra, looking at that, he started pouring the rain. However, the rain could not enter into the forest because of the shield that is being constructed by the Arjuna with the arrows shot by Gandiva. So that's when Arjuna was blessed with Gandiva. Hence, it helped Arjuna further in the Kurukshetra war as well. Okay. And the greatness of the Gandiva weapon is that he can only hold that. If somebody tries to hold it or somebody tries to touch it, it will become a venomous snake, huge python. It will appear like a python. So that's the greatness of that Gandiva ball. Okay. So like this, both of them spent wonderful times, wonderful pastimes, wonderful childish times they have spent. Okay. So that point of time, Arjuna could not, but Arjuna, without knowledge of Krishna's original position, he, behaved with Krishna like he behaves with any other human being. Okay, so for that reason, Arjuna is now requesting Krishna to forgive him. Okay. However, Krishna never, took it in another way. Okay. So Arjuna hence addresses Krishna as Pitasi Lokasya Characharasya Pamasya Pujasya Guru Dariya Natva Samosta Abhihadikatunyo Lokatraya Apratima Prabhava. He says, you are the father of the entire universe. Characharasya, he says, the living beings and non-living beings. How can one become father to non-living beings is that, everything comes from the energy of Lord, whether it may be earth or, the minerals that are found on the earth, stones, whatever it may be. So everything is resting upon the Lord and everything is coming out from the Lord. So that's the reason Arjuna addresses Krishna as father of everything, living and non-living beings also. And you are the one to be worshipped. And you are the master, spiritual master, to be respected, and there is no other worshipable thing than you. Apratima Prabhava. So there is nothing greater than to be worshipped than you. Oh, like that, Arjuna glorifies the Lord, and then Arjuna says, Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kaya prasadayeto mahamisha medium piteva putrasya sakeva sakya priya priyargorsi deva sodum adrushta purvam rishitoshmi društva payena cha paravyaditam manome tadeva me darsya devarupam prasida devesa jagannivasa. So Arjuna hence requesting Krishna to withdraw his form, and Arjuna is saying that Kiritinam, Dedinam, Chakrahastam, Icham, Vitvam, Drushtum, Ham Tadeva, Tenaiva Rupena, Chaturbhujena, Sahasrabaho, Bhava Vishwamurte. So Arjuna is requesting Krishna to withdraw his form, and Arjuna is requesting Krishna to bless him and consider him like a son, lovable son, like a lovable partner. How much ever mistakes our life partner does, we will obviously we have to excuse. So in that way, Arjuna is also requesting Krishna to excuse by considering as one of his lovable partner. Okay. And consider him as son. In that mode, Arjuna is requesting Krishna to excuse him and withdraw his universal form and give darshan of his Chaturbhuja form, which is very, very, um, very, very pleasant, can be seen and very beautiful. Okay, so this gigantic universal form is very ferocious, and Arjuna was shivering, shaking, because at a time he is seeing that everything is popping up and everything is getting devastated. So that made him panic, fear. Okay, so Arjuna requested Krishna to withdraw that and come back to his normal form of four-hand form, Chaturbhuja form, in which in which he holds a kirita, the helmet, made with pearls and gold, and a club, and the disc, the chakra, Kiridam Gadinam Chakrahastam Ichami Tvam. I am desiring to see that particular form of you, of Chaturbhuja form. Please show that form to me, my dear Sahasrabaho, the unlimited, a person with unlimited hands. Bhava Vishwamurte. So, my dear Arjuna, my dear Krishna, please show that form to me. I wanted to see that form, like that, Arjuna told. Then Krishna says that, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Prasannena Tavarjanedam Rupam Dharshitamatma Yoga Tejo Mayam Vishwamanantamadhyam Yenme Tvad Anyena Nadrishta Purvam Naveda Yajna Dhyayane Nachakre Tapo Ture Evam Rupam Sakyam Loke Drishtum Tvad Anyena Guru Pravira Mate Vita Macha Vimoda Baba Drishtva Rupam Goram Hidranamedam Vyape Tabi Pritamana Punaswam Tadeva Merupam Idam Prapasya. My dear Arjuna, since I was very much convinced with your devotion, so I displayed my universal form to you, which is very, very rare to be seen. Okay? And hence Krishna said that it is even more rare that those who are very much perfect in Vedas are performing the fire sacrifices or does different kinds of charities. For them also, who does great penance, for them also it is very, very rare to see such form. So that form I have shown to you because I was very much convinced with your devotion. Maya prasannena tavarjanedam. I become prasanna. I become, convinced to you, my dear Arjuna. So I showed. However, since you wanted me to withdraw that and show, because you're getting very much panicked, scared of my gigantic form, hence don't worry. I will definitely show you my original, my, pleasant form to you, Arjuna. Like that, Krishna replied to Arjuna. Then Sanjaya told that, and this conversation is been lively telecasted to Dhritarashtra by Sanjaya. Okay. So then Sanjaya says to Dhritarashtra that Sanjaya vacha iti Arjunam Vasudevasya tadoktva swakam rupam dharshayamasa bhuya asvasimasa chabidamenam bhutva saumyam vapur mahatma. So hence, this conversation was happening between Krishna and Arjuna. Arjuna requesting for the pleasant form of Krishna. Then, Lord accepted and accepted Arjuna's request, and he was ready to show his pleasantful form. Okay. Then Arjuna says that, Drishtvedam manisham rupam tava saumyam janardana idanimasmi samrutaha sa cheta prakvindataha. Now Arjuna has become calm. Now Arjuna is saying that, my dear Lord, after having darshan of your Chaturbhuja form, now, Lord withdraw his universal form and he came back to his four-handed form. Okay. Now Arjuna, after having darshan of the Chaturbhuja form, he's telling to Lord, my dear Lord, after looking at your Chaturbhuja form, I have become calm down. I mean, now I am able to, now I am okay. Now this form is very, very pleasant. and it's very pleasing to my eyes, and I'm blissful. I'm grateful to see you in this form. Is all and Seeing this human-like form so very beautiful, I now composed in my mind. I am restored to my original nature. So Arjuna was able to come back to his your normal mood. So Arjuna was able to come back to his normal mood by after looking at the Chaturabhuja form of Lord. And then Lord replies that, my Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Sudhurdarsham idam rupam drishtvan asiyan mama devapya suripasya nityam darshanam kangshanai. So Lord is telling to Arjuna that, my dear Arjuna, even this form of my four-handed form, this particular form of me, Chaturabhuja form, is very rare to be seen. Devatas, rishis, the demigods, they aspire, they wait so long time to have darshan of me in this form. So Arjuna, Krishna blessed Arjuna with his universal form and the Chaturabhuja form also. So when Lord becomes pleased, convinced with the devotion of his devotees, so he blesses them with everything. So Arjuna was able to see two different unique forms of Lord, which is very rare to be seen even for rishis, devatas, and great people who does penance for lakhs of years. So that was that much, Lord was convinced with the devotion and the submissiveness of Arjuna. So here we need to understand one important thing, that when will Lord convince? When will Lord be convinced? If we accept, if we submit ourselves to Lord. In the beginning of the second chapter, Arjuna, heartfully told to Krishna that henceforth uh, I accept you as my master. Okay. So that kind of submissiveness is required to please Lord. Okay. So that was done by Arjuna. That's the reason Lord was very much pleased. And how could Lord understand the submissiveness of Arjuna? So see, I can also tell to if I can also go to Lord, or I can also go to my spiritual master or my Sikshana Guru and tell that you are my master. Henceforth, I have nobody better than you to take care of me. I'm completely, submitting myself to you. I can also praise nice poems, and I can also tell to Lord. I can also say in front of Lord or my Sikshana Guru. How do they get to know that whether I am purely submitted or heartfully submitted to them or not? This is a question to all of you. I request all of you to answer this. Each one of you. How does Lord understand whether one living being is submitted to him or not?
Prabhuji, can I tell Hare Krishna?
Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu.
That is a devotion. Lord sees how much bhakti he has.
Okay,
And
devotion.
always thinks of him.
Okay.
And the person always, and the devotee always thinks of him only, of Lord. 24/7, he thinks of him, and with pure devotion. And if he strictly follows what are the this regulatory principles and all that, and he means devotion is what and complete surrender to him. And
in a summary, you're saying that by devotion and complete surrender.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So Uma Mataji also saying complete surrender, complete surrendering. Yeah. So my question is, how does Lord understand, Lord or a Guru understand whether we are completely surrendered or not? So surrendering is the first step. whether we are surrendered to them or not, how could Lord or a Guru identify that?
Hare
First
Krishna,
of all,
Prabhuji.
Few,
Yes, Mataji, Lakshmi Mataji, go ahead.
So when we accept whatever come in it in our life in its own accord by the will of the Lord, when we accept it happily and live accordingly,
Okay. Okay.
God,
Thank you, Mataji. So when whatever comes in our life, whatever comes in our way, good or bad, when we accept that and live, that shows a surrendership, is what your answer, right, Mataji?
yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, Puja Kataria, Mataji.
Prabhuji, what I understood in my bhakti journey, I just can talk about me, about the heart, how in what way I'm praying. Do I have a second thoughts about something, or like half ill intention or half love? Krishna sees my heart and then he answers. That's what I feel in my journey. That's what I feel.
Okay, thank you. So we got answers of surrendering, we got and accepting whatever comes in our way, and the pure love. Okay, these are the three answers we got. Okay, how about Seema Mataji, Bharat Bhushan Prabhu, Srinivas Prabhu, Sapan Prabhu, Kaushalnath Prabhu? Share your comments also. How can a Guru or God, Krishna, understand whether we are surrendered to them or not?
this is Kaushalnath Prabhuji.
Yes,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
Personally, what I feel, the God and the Guru, whatever the teachings they will preach us, whether as a bhakta, as a student, they are following or not. Point number one. Number two, yourself, a bhakta or a student, should surrender to the God or to the Guru, follow the japa, follow the bhakti, and then do the prayers as per the regulations, what our Guru, what the standards given by the Lord had, and accept whatever you are having along with your body, soul, everything is given by the God.
Thank you, Prabhu. So Kaushalnath Prabhu is saying that we have to follow the instructions of Guru or Lord. That shows our surrendership. Am I right, Prabhu, in a summary?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Yes, Sapan Prabhu.
So when we follow the instructions of the Guru and directions of Krishna, then we can call ourselves as surrendered to.
Okay, so you're saying that when we follow the directions of Guru and Krishna, that shows our surrendership, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One more point.
Yeah, please add, Mataji. No problem.
So when you are a proper follower of Bhagavatam, you should be equal to all living beings. Equanimity to all. All means not only human. For every living being, you should be equal, and you should have concern to all. Loving, caring.
Yeah. So equanimity, we have to be equal to every living being, okay, irrespective of their position and all those, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes,
Hare
Seema
Krishna.
Mataji, you want to add a
No,
comment?
Prabhuji, they are adding so many points. Everything comes in that only.
Yeah, okay. So
One
which
thing
one
is
you
desire.
strongly agree to?
Yes, Prabhu. One most important thing is that desire, and we have to be very less in having so sense gratification and material affections. That we need to minimize totally.
Okay, okay. So we have to withdraw ourselves from our attachments, is what your summarized answer, right?
Yes, doing unalloyed services, devotional service.
Thank you very much, Mataji. So Bharat Bhushan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
He sees Krishna in every moment and everything, in everything.
Okay.
And he's eager to listen more about Krishna.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. So constant remembering and constant hearing about Krishna shows our surrendership mode, right? Okay. Thank you, Bharat
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, Srinivas Prabhu, what do you say?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Like depending on Krishna for everything and keeping Krishna in center for
Oh.
everything. Never forget Krishna, always remember Krishna. Maybe these things I can think of, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So dependence, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mainly
Depend on
dependence.
Krishna.
Yeah. So thank you all. Thank you very much for contributing, adding wonderful points. Yes, all of you are correct. You have told following instructions, hearing, remembering, loving Krishna, and accepting anything, whatever he gives, depending on him. All these are wonderful answers, and withdrawing attachment. Okay, all these are wonderful points. What I was expecting is that, see, whenever in that the Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna for 45 minutes of time. And when it came to 11th chapter, after 11th chapter, there are again 7 more chapters are there. So that means for about a within a 20 to 25 minutes of time, how could Krishna understand Arjuna's surrendered soul to Krishna? So how could Krishna understand Arjuna as a surrendered soul is the way he was questioning. When somebody is hearing properly, when somebody is trying to understand the spiritual knowledge, at once their brain, their thought process will open, and they will be obviously withdrawn from everything, because they are going to learn something which is so precious, which will help them to cross the material ocean. Okay, so Arjuna, if you observe, in the 12th chapter, after he submitted himself and accepted Krishna as his spiritual master, he did not keep quiet. Every now and then he accepted wonderful, valid questions. In the middle of the 2nd chapter, he asked, who is Sthita Prajna? In the beginning of the 3rd chapter, he asked, how do I make which is great, knowledge or the action? And in the 4th chapter, he inquires Krishna. In the 4th chapter, Arjuna asks Krishna, how could I understand you were the supreme who told this knowledge to Surya, the Vivaswan, the Surya Bhagavan, though, you took birth after him. And in the 8th chapter, beginning of the 8th chapter, Arjuna asks Krishna that, whom to be remembered, whom to be understood as the supreme. Now, how do we remember every now and then? And what is the action, the real meaning of action? And when it comes to 9th chapter, entire 9th chapter, after 9th chapter, Arjuna doesn't speak. And in the 10th chapter again, 9 and 10 chapters, Arjuna, in 10th chapter again, Arjuna glorifies Krishna and requests him to tell him what are his revival, the important forms. And then again in 11th chapter, Arjuna asks Krishna to show him whatever he has spoken in 10th chapter, to whichever form he addressed, Krishna addressed himself. So Arjuna requests him to show all of those in one go. So these are the very, very valid questions asked by Arjuna, which shows that he is, listening, hearing to Krishna with a undeviated tone. So whenever, the surrendership of a devotee need to be understood in the way how he questions. The beginning of the spiritual knowledge starts with Athato Brahma Jignasa. So when a human being gets a question of who am I, why am I here, what am I supposed to do? Why am I doing? When these kind of questions pop up in the mind of a human being, that's when his spiritual life starts. So it's a very common sensual question that, if somebody listens properly, they will come up with very valid questions. So that shows the surrendership. Okay? Because, in a span of 20 to 25 minutes, it's a very, very hard to gauge a person's mood, whether he's surrendered or not. However, the valid questions asked by him showed that he was completely surrendered. Okay. So all of you have told wonderful answers, all of them are, creating a ground to the actual question. Okay. So when, somebody withdraws from everything, then only they will be able to come up with a wonderful mood to hear something. When they are detached from something, then only they will be able to understand or question something. Because that's the reason Krishna told in the beginning, in the 4th chapter, that, Tatvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshanti Te Jnanam Jnanasta Todashan. Yes, Lakshmi. So, the correct way of surrendering is, respecting, honoring the master, at the same time inquiring about valid questions. Okay? So that shows the surrendership. Okay, thank you all for participating and sharing your comments. So henceforth, Krishna, says that, Krishna, then, Krishna tells an important thing. Just give me one quick moment. Laptop battery was draining up. Yes. So henceforth, Krishna again confirms. So Krishna again confirms that, Naham Vede na tapasa na dhane na chechya shakya evam vido društvan asimam yatha Bhaktyananya Shakyahamevam Vidorshna Nyatum Drishtum Jatatvena Praveshtin Parantapa Mat Karma Kran Mat Parmo Mat Bhakta Sangavajita Nirvaira Sarva Bhuteshu Yassa Mameti Pandava. So these 3 slokas are the conclusive slokas of the 11th chapter. Okay. So Krishna in 11.53 he says that, it is impossible for anybody to have darshan of his Chaturabhuja form or universal form, whatever, both of the forms. Okay, it is not possible for a Vedanti, not possible for a Tapasi, or not possible for a one who does lot of charities. Okay, to see his forms. It is only possible for a pure devotee, bhaktya to ananya sakya ahamevam vidorjuna. Bhaktya, only by devotion, only by unalloyed devotion, ananya devotion, only for a bhakta who does ananya bhakti, for him it is possible to visualize me, to see me, and to attain me. Okay, and in 11.4 he says, he confirms that only by the pure devotional service one can see him. Okay, and in 11.55, the last sloka of this chapter, so Krishna says that this sloka can be understood in both the ways. So Krishna says, Mat karma kran mat parmo, mat bhakta sangavajita, nirvaira sarva bhuteshu, yassa mameti pandavas. Krishna says, my dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of fruitive activities and mental speculations. He who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. Okay, so this sloka, if you just try to understand this sloka properly, this gives you an information of what is pure devotional service. How can one do pure devotional service? Both. I want to question all of you. So this sloka I'm going to share, okay, on the screen. Okay. So Krishna concluding that, yeah. So can anybody read the sloka?
मत् कर्म कृन्मत् परमो मद्भक्ता संगवर्जितः निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु यः स माम् एति पाण्डवा.
Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. So anybody, could you please read the translation?
Myself, Kaushalnath Nigam.
Go ahead, Prabhu.
My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contamination of the fruitive activities and the mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. So what I'm trying to tell is this sloka gives the information of what is pure devotional service and what is pure devotional service. And at the same time, it also tells that, how pure devotional service can be done.
Yes, sir.
So how is that? I'm asking you, can you explain me how the pure devotional service should be done?
A service which is not affected with the different types of contaminations, or you are doing a bhakti, or you are doing a service to the service of a Lord Krishna. You don't have any type of intention. So God, you give me that me materialistic thing demands, and then you have to concentrate on to the God. Particularly, you have to do a service towards the puja, towards the bhakti, and the same kind you should have a goal that every human being is as like you, that was given by the Godhead. So you have to treat them in same way, where whatever the service you are doing to the God, and that God prasada bhakti, whatever you are going to obtain, that is equivalent to all human beings. You have to think it. That's what I have understood.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Anybody wants to add 1 or 2 points?
Prabhuji, association, book reading, chanting, and prasad. So this is how we can do the devotion service.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Both of you have said valid answers. However, I see many devotees. I come across many devotees, even after chanting, even after reading, even after association, they still tend to commit mistakes. It's clearly visible in their way of, talking, way of behaving. It's clearly visible. Though they chant 16, 20, 16, 32, 64, they do a lot of service. They do a lot of book reading. They hear so many classes, but still, they lag behind. They fall down. They don't do proper devotion service. However, in this particular sloka context, Krishna gives a hint that, uh, can you read from here to here?
Who is friendly to every living beings.
So this is where most of them fall down. They, does lot of devotional service, they chant, read, associate, they go to many, many pilgrim places, but they fail to maintain a friendly relationship with their, co-devotees or human beings, whoever it may be. They forget that. They assume that, just by chanting and reading, I'm getting elevated. But first and foremost thing is that, whether you chant or don't chant, whether you do or whether you understand scriptures or not. Of course, by doing all of those, some kind of purification happens. However, simultaneously, we also have to maintain the friendly nature with all the living beings. That will make Krishna happy. So there was a devotee, was a wonderful devotee. This person name is Vishnu Chitta. So he was born in one of the town of Tamil Nadu. It's called Srivalli Putturu. Okay. So this person, was born from the child, from the time he took birth. After he grew to some 3 or 4 years, he was always engaged in serving Lord. Okay. And he did not marry, he did not care to marry, nor he did not care to, work for his, his own settlement in life, the so-called settlement that we aspire for in our life of getting married, having children, and and having a nice house. Krishna says, in the future chapters, Putra Dara Grihadishu, one who is completely detached of Putra Dara Grihadishu, children and house properties, one who is detached from them, that is called the Satvika Buddhi, that is called the pure devotion service. So, and this person, this devotee, he was completely detached of everything. Everybody used to, tease him, saying that, you don't marry, you don't have anything, any aim in your life. Everybody used to dishonor him, never used to respect properly because, he's always crazy in worshipping Lord. He used to beget the tulsi plants, make garlands of tulsi, make garlands of different flowers, and offer to the Lord. That was his life. That was the only life. And he always used to maintain a very, very friendly relation. He never used to, find faults in any other person, or never used to have debate, or, never used to have differences with anybody. So one day, one day, king of that particular area, he was completely, he became completely tasteless towards the enjoyments that he was enjoying. So being a king, he can enjoy any number of women in his life. He can enjoy varieties of foods. He can enjoy, a luxurious lifestyle. Okay. However, those were not giving him taste. After losing taste on all of those, he was wandering, searching for real happiness. So the king, in a disguise, he was wandering in the town. So one night he came across to a temple. That was a night, people, different the sadhus who are, who made the temple a shelter, they were sleeping. And, while sleeping, there were two sadhus who were discussing. And in their conversation, king understood one thing. So their conversation was like this. One sadhu was telling to the other one that, see, all that we do during the day is to have, we work a lot to sleep peacefully in the night. And the people work hard so many days to have nice rains so that, they will have good yields from the crops. And, many people, they work hard for their entire life just to satisfy their needs. However, they forget to work for something for which we are born for. The real happiness and going back to Godhead, which is the only thing which makes them, contented, trupti. For that, they don't work. They forget to work for that. And by forgetting to work for that, how much ever hard labor they does will be going into the way. Like that, this was the conversation happening between two sadhus. And king heard this. Then king went to his palace, and next day he announced that now I will renounce. I want to renounce, and I want to work for. I want somebody to teach me to find out real happiness in life, how to attain real happiness in life, how to attain the salvation, mukti, moksha in my life. Then many scholars came and they told that you do this kind of practice, and this you worship this kind of deity, like that. They suggested many, but nothing was giving him happiness. Nothing was convincing him. Then what he did, he told them that see, uh, I am putting 1 lakh gold coins in a bag, and I'll tie this to a huge column in front of my palace. So I request all of you to tell or teach your philosophies by standing in front of that particular column, that pillar. If your words are true, if whatever you say, that will make a human being to attain the mukti, then that bag will fall down, and you can take the bag with you. The 1 lakh gold coins bag you can take with you, like that. That was the condition kept by the king. Many scholars came, they debated, and nothing was happening. And one day, this Vishnu Chitta, he, after doing lot of seva to Lord, he slept peacefully. And in his dream, Lord appeared and he instructed Vishnu Chitta to go and win that 1 lakh gold coins. Then, Vishnu Chitta told to Lord that, my dear Lord, what from what background I am coming from. I know nothing than worshipping you. I never read any scriptures. I never read, I never involved in any debates. How can I win? If you send me, there will be many scholars. And, if I don't perform properly, then, it will be a defeat to you. Hence, I don't want to do that because I know nothing. The Lord said that, no, you are going I don't agree with you. You are going, and you have to go get and win that, 1 lakh gold coins and come back. Like that, the Lord instructed. And Vishnu Chitta was not ready. Then what Lord did is, he placed his counsel on the head of Vishnu Chitta. And then he assured Vishnu Chitta, now you go. Then, after taking it as an instruction from Lord, Vishnu Chitta, he went to that king's palace, and he started talking about what is the process by which one can cross this material ocean and become happy. By meditating upon whom, by worshipping whom, by chanting what mantra, one can attain the ultimate happiness. He told that, worshipping Lord, the Vishnu, Madhava, Krishna, Keshava, worshipping him at once gives the happiness to the human soul, because we are the servants, pure loving servants of Lord. That's the only thing which will make us happy. Like that, he started explaining. Immediately, the bag fell down at his feet. And, king took king paid obeisance to his feet, took his blessings, and the king made him to take a ride on the elephant, the Gajavahana. So he did a possession of this Vishnu Chitta. And then Lord appeared to him in a hidden form. And Lord was very happy looking at Vishnu Chitta being placed on an elephant and taking, going on a parade. So Lord was very, very happy. Then Vishnu Chitta, he was like, oh Lord, I mean, daily, after looking at the Lord's form, he was so much, happy. And, Vishnu Chitta, hence what he started, he told Lord, my dear Lord, you appeared in front of me. You are visible to everyone. Please, if you appear like this, people may become envious. looking at your beautiful form. So, so you do you know the word called dishti? You know, when we make up children beautifully, we apply some a small black color dot.
Yes.
So that nazar lag jayega.
Yeah, yeah.
So my dear Lord, please withdraw your form. People may look at you. They'll become envious. So, and like that, Vishnu Chitta was telling to Lord, and hence he narrated a series of poems blessing Lord. So hence I bless your feet that your feet should not get the drishti, the nazar should not happen to your feet, your arms, your chest, your face, everything. Vishnu Chitta started blessing Lord so that people don't get envious of you. People don't, the drishti should not happen to you. Like that, Vishnu Chitta blessed the Lord. And from that time onwards, since uh, Vishnu Chitta blessed the Lord, so usually we take blessings of elders. Okay? Probably our father or brother of our father, or whoever is elder to brother, whoever is elder to us, we take blessings of them. Okay? Since Vishnu Chitta, out of love, out of pure love to the Lord, he composed beautiful poems, which is called Pallandu. In Tamil, it is called Pallandu. Okay? So Pallandu, in the sense, the blessing. So he blessed the Lord so that the dishti doesn't happen to him. So that time onwards, Lord made him as the elder of all the Alvars. So after that he was named as Periyalvar. So amongst the 12 Alvars, he is the eldest one. Though he appeared before him there are a few Alvars appeared, still he takes the elder position in Alvars series. Okay. So that how could he become so much pure devotee of Lord is he never had any differences with any human being. Always he thought that I am very, very fallen soul, hence my duty is to my responsibility, my only aim is to please Lord, worship him by being very, very friendly to all the children of Lord. With that mood, when he served, then Lord became pleased. Lord becomes pleased with that devotion. So that's what Lord concludes in the last sloka of 11th chapter. Okay? So Nirvaira Sarva Bhuteshu. This we need to remember always. Of course, I mean, in this material world, it is not possible for us to be very pleasant to everybody. There might be some instances, could be in our family or outside office. There might be in some instances which come across where we have to show our anger. However, what we need to remember is that, yes, we have to show our anger, but we have to remember that we should show anger, we should act anger to correct the situation. After that, we should not carry it, nor we should, develop the enemy or difference with that person who destroyed the situation. So we have to pray for him. We have to bless him in our heart so that that person also become a devotee of Lord. So we should pray to Lord to bring change in life of that person also. Whomsoever tempts us to become anger. Okay. So that's how in this material world we have to behave. So that's the real friendly nature that we need to carry to please the Lord. Even after chanting, reading, these all 50%. How do you behave with other living beings is another 50%, which makes the 100%. Okay. So that we need to remember. So that's all. I want to stop here. If anybody has any questions from the 11th chapter, you can ask.
Prabhuji, this chapter, what I have understood, a universal form, and the God has shown a normal human being like Arjuna. There are 5 Pandavas and Yudhishthir Maharaj. When he left this world, he had gone to the Swarga. Whereas although the Lord Arjuna is with Lord, had learned so many things, Gita has come up with the discussion. There are 700 slokas, as you told. After these also, these teachers, what I have understood with this particular chapter, whatever the qualities, whatever you are having, whomever is your greater the Guru, as a student, you should learn. First thing is time management, knowledge gaining, then understanding the situation and treat with the same human being as an human being, because you are not a permanent into this world. You are also a traveler to this world. You are here in this world by the mercy of the God.
Nice, bro. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your summary of understanding. Thank you very much. Anybody has any questions? So thank you, Mataji. So one important thing I want to convey. So we are very much near to the biggest festival of the year, which is Ratha Yatra, going to happen on 7th of July. That is the actual day where in Odisha the Ratha Yatra happens. So on same day in Hyderabad, Abits also we are performing the Ratha Yatra festival. So it's a day of mercy, I can say. It's a day of mercy. So if you come, participate, and walk with the position and pull the cart, you will be blessed with the mercy of Lord Jagannath. Jagannath is very, very easily pleased Lord. Okay, take this opportunity, take that advantage, come, pull cart, bring your family members. As long as you're in Hyderabad, you can come to Abid's temple. If you are located in different places, cities, whichever city you are in, whichever town you are in across the world, there are devotees of ISKCON. If they are a big temple, they perform the Ratha Yatra with a big god. If they are in a small center, they do it within the center. In Middle East, where there is a restriction of worshipping any other god than their god, in that land also people does worship. It was very, very inspiring. In Middle East, they took a hall. They took a function hall, and within that function hall, because they're not allowed to do it outside on the roads. So the devotees, they planned Ratha Yatra within that function hall only. So they placed Jagannath Swami on the cart, and they pulled within that function hall only. Like that, they celebrated. So wherever you are in the world, across the world, so the Ratha Yatras happen in this season. So try to participate, pull the cart, whatever you wish, whether it is material or spiritual. I'm telling you, Jagannath will definitely bless you with the boon. He will fulfill your desire if you participate and pull his Ratha, and if you can, render some service, that is also great. Or if you can, somehow, with, if you can contribute something as a donation wise, that is also Jagannath accepts. Okay. So personally, I'm telling you, with my personal experience, Jagannath is so merciful Lord. So whatever desires you have, place in front of Jagannath, pray for him, participate in his Ratha Yatra. That's all. He will fulfill all your desires. Okay. So take that advantage and participate in Ratha Yatra. So as long as if you are in Hyderabad, come to Abid's temple. We are celebrating on 7th. And on 14th of July, we are celebrating it in our Uppuguda Center, Nandanavanam. Okay, there also we are planning it in a big way. Okay, so you can participate in both the events and get mercy of Lord Jagannath. Okay. Hare Krishna. So it's an official invitation to all of you to come and participate in Rath Yatra, or wherever you are, in whichever place you are, find out where the Rath Yatra is happening nearby your town. Go, involve, take blessing of Lord. Right. So thank you. If nobody has any questions, then we will call it for the day. Thank you all for joining today. I wish and pray Krishna to bless all of you with wonderful success in your material and spiritual life. And I request Lord to fulfill all your desires. Okay, thank you all. Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripasindobhyo vachapatitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you,
Thanks a lot.
Prabhuji. Dhanwad.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Guru. Hare Krishna.
Very nice.